Play some Cthulhu Warlock? I am good. I will pass on that. Thank you, though. Definitely will pass on that. I don't think we want the mechs. We don't want Funky. Maybe Grom's fine. So you play the rush cards that are good. How many rush cards do we have? Do you just have one? No, we have the Red Band Wasp too, okay. So we do that. Is Snip's not really good enough? I don't know. And then we type in Converts Wild. 15 standard cards is a lot though. You probably want that in this version. So we want one of those. Maybe you don't even want this with Livewire Lance. Hard to say. Maybe you just don't want Livewire Lance. It's kind of bad. Then you maybe don't want Snip either. How many mechs do we have? Is it just the one? It's just the one. I don't think we want Snip. It is a good card though. But like, if you're not playing enough to support it, then it's not really that strong. No Militia Commander. I don't think Mortal Strike makes it either. How many weapons do we have? We have 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's kind of low on weapons, to be honest. So we have Leroy, we have Frothing, we have Captain, we have Cultist. So those are the 3 important 3-drops. We maybe want duplicate cards. Like those. Those might be good. But Cutter Axe, I don't think it's good enough still. It's too slow. Because like you only have 2 rush minions. I probably want 3, not 2. And Grom's probably too expensive for the deck too, but that's fine. Play it for a game. Celiax without Nex doesn't sound very good. I also really don't want to run more rush cards. Maybe just that. So what are we missing? We have a lot of 1s and 2s. Maybe like another 1 and another 2. Because we don't actually have like a ton of curve plays. That's still weak. That's just not good enough. I have Heroic, right? Not bad. That's 30 now. Are we happy with that though? Maybe just no Grom. Finley, yeah, you're right. Finley is needed. And Shieldbreaker is probably pretty good too, yeah? So we'll figure out what's bad now. Maybe a Rush is just not good for this. Like, the whole buff package seems fine. It's like Mercenary, Frothing, that kind of stuff, but... I don't know. I don't think it's Battle Rage, no. Battle Rage should be shit in this deck. Absolute trash. Which might not be that interesting, but it's something. I'm gonna play it for sure and see if it's cool. But to me, so far, it looks like a Tavern Brawl equivalent of Auto Chess. Mercenary is pretty good, and it's kind of what the deck's built around, same with Rampage. But a lot of our early cards don't really work with it. If he's playing Odd Rogue, I mean, it's a pretty easy way to just win, though, so maybe we try for it. There are one-ups and kind of what the deck's centered around, and we do get a really good draw for it, too, with the Berserker. Super strong. Problem is sticking something's gonna be hard. No, okay, it's not Odd Rogue. That is hard to believe, but okay. Try earn 1. Hey, Moxix for the 10. What is this enemy? Oh, I can't even talk. What's this an amazing streamer? Yes, sir. Hello. It is I, Preparian, the one and only. 4-4 face, let's go. I'm definitely like, I'm not gonna play the Berserker there, dude. That's always just so good. Because if he doesn't remove it here, then I just go Mercenary. Otherwise, we can go like Berserker or Raider. We just have a lot of flexibility into this, but 4/4 face is just always a move. No doubt about that. Not clearing it. Okay, so we go face, and then we go Bloodsworn Mercenary on it, and boom. Got rewarded super heavily for keeping the Rampage and Bloodsworn Mercenary early in this deck. And this is feeling like a very standard-esque start to the game. Thought he was going to be smart and just like double swing into my 1-2, man. Not happening. Clever disguise, okay. Interesting. I think we should just play cards. I feel like it's pretty likely that he plays Vanish, but that's not really even that big of a deal. So we're just going to hold back the Taskmaster, and then probably just win next turn. But this just felt like a game of standard Hearthstone, to be honest. It's like a good draw with this. Rampage and a Mercenary. Storm, okay. That does stuff, but we still do have lethal on board. He needs a little bit more than that. A tiny bit more. And then he can do something good game. I wonder what he is playing.
Versus Morgul. Victory or death.
Shaman? 1, 2, 3 curve. I don't want this 3 though. I'm gonna keep the Berserker, keep the deckhand. I like even drawing Cultist later on in the game. I think she's a really good card. Especially in a deck with Pirates. So we're gonna play for that. First mate on 1 is always a move. These guys are usually Quest or Evolved Shaman. And in either case, I think I want to hold block. Swings are just good to have later. Okay, Murloc Quest, even better that we held it there. Let's go Berserker over the Captain. Just the face. Hold the swing again. This is a matchup where we really have to play for board, and one where we kind of just lose to Devolve, but can't really play around it, is what I would say about it. So yeah, you need to play around the Devolve to win, but you usually don't get to. So good value from the Captain, just letting our 1-drops clear. Get a Reaper now for turn 5 to kind of turn the corner and go face. And we got Deckhand for next turn. Second Rock Pool. Okay, this guy likes his Rock Pools a lot. We are gonna quickly clean that up though, I think. Not the biggest fan of that. Probably get a Heroic over Cork Running, I think. Seems to be the move. Play the Deckhand maybe. I guess I could even like Deckhand swing and just trade there. Let's do that. I think keeping the Deckhand healthy makes the most sense. Definitely floating mana, but this should be fine. Not too upset with it. We're playing Arcanite on curve almost every time. And then going for a Corcoran, and then one of the 2-drops will draw most likely in 2 draws on turn 6. Is likely going to be the move. Naked Megasaur. Definitely a good time for us to get the Reaper. Quick that swing, go face. Good stuff, and looking like another quick, easy win for us. This time with more of a Pirate Warrior start than a kind of Rampage sort of Enrage Warrior start. Discovers. Leroy off the top, let's play that, finish him off here. Good game. Pirate Warrior is good. Even with the range cards. Even with the range cards. The cards and their strength between both decks. Okay, this guy's usually gonna pass. A Koos. It's usually Mech Paladin on coin that's really bad. I don't even think with like the 1-drop into 3 we have a strong enough start to beat that kind of deck. Because they just make like 10/10s and we only have 1 silence card. 4 mana deal 6 is good. Hold the swing against Paladin, still strong to do that. Reno Warrior, yes sir. People ask for this all the time, and I'm delivering. It's coin, 4 minions. Okay, good to know. Swing now with the Reaper. Mech Warper, coin, Galvanizer, Skaterbot, boom, 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 boom. Okay, it's gonna be even more gross next turn. That is life. Yeah, it's going to be disgusting next turn. I'm not excited for that at all. But, yeah, welcome to the video game. At least we have a 4-mana card that says deal 6 damage to a minion, so that clears something, hopefully. Rampage is not great here. It can be good later, though. It's not even like our curve is absolutely bad, it's just his is going to be way more explosive here. Skater bot's a 3-3, he puts that on any mech, that's going to kill my 3-4, leave him with a big minion. He plays another Tron, that's a 3-4 for 2 mana with Divine Shield and Taunt. It's a 2 mana Yeti that makes all of his mechs cost 1, 6-7 now. Moderately good. Yeah. I can hold the Mummy though and just play Korkron and go face, trade my 2-2 and my face into that. And that's looking good for us. So I guess these are too hard or expensive mechs on. Is the read there, otherwise he probably would have just played everything. And most likely he almost won on the spot. Yeah, so that's an expensive one. We don't care about that though. Even more expensive, but again, we don't really care unless he has Zilliax. At the same time though, we don't really beat Zilliax a lot of the time. Maybe you argue I could just do this double trade and then just like clear. I do still kind of win after. It's just like if he Zilliaxes, trades the Korkron, I go face and I'm left with nothing and I just lose. So I think I should probably play around here, actually. It seems a little bit off, but I think it's worthwhile to do. Restless Mummy is so strong. I really am a big fan of the current trend of Blizzard printing strong cards. I think it's really nice because a lot of those strong cards can find their way into wild decks. Look at like Zephyr's just making it so you can play basically any class Reno, and that's what I've been doing and I'm looking to do for the next little bit. I've been having a lot of fun doing that. So we should trade Rampage to Korkron, Deathbite, swing into the 2-4. Good stuff. So this deck doesn't run any reach, so we technically just threaten lethal unless he has Titanium. And I think this is War Gear, that's my read here. War Gear or Jeeves, one of them. Which means that, looks like we're beating his really good opener. A little bit off here, but that's going to give me silence and lethal. Good Zephyrs. That's our homie, man. Pain is a classy way to win. GG! Nice. That's 3 quick wins, man. This deck is just popping off. It's actually doing really well. America or China? Freedom or censorship? Who wins? I don't know. Only time will tell. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's for a pretty shit 1, 2, 3, 4, but I'm not gonna pass it up. I'm really sad that it's not gonna be Casey or Fina, dude. I don't know. I really wanted Casey to get there. Because he's just been, like, so good for so long, but never really, like, got any big dubs. Let's go face here. Health doesn't matter, it's just a little bit of damage. I can't use this to control his minions with, though, because they're too big. It's one of the matchups for this weapon's just not that good outside of, like, turn 1 or 2. Wanted Fino to win for the meme value, that's fair. Hey, Wrigley's, how you doing? Good draw. Nice. I'm holding Zephyrus, I think. I'm playing this now. The 4-2 is really strong. I feel like this is probably better than the Worgen on average in this deck with all of the buff cards that we have. But not by like a huge margin, just by like a small one. So that can't be like yeah, okay, it can be that. Can I do anything with 2 mana here that beats this? So you can rush that? Okay. So you even want to? First Shock would do it. I feel like I almost just let him hit me this turn. I just go Worgen to clear. And then I do the Zephyr stuff next turn. I think it's just better. Because even if he commits more onto it, I don't really care, right? It's not really that relevant. Like, my weapon's gone, so I mean... I don't think this card's discounted either by Galvanizer, so maybe he hits me for, I don't know, like 16 here, that's fine. We just go Zephyr Silence, we're fine. Oh, don't get that card. Don't get that card. Maybe no hand buffs then, maybe just taunt cards or something. Main deck Curse Blade? Yep. Curse Blade is a card I play in all my Aggro Warrior decks. Every single one. Bad player is always double face there. Good player is always value trade.
Your wish is my suggestion.
I didn't have the coins, my bad. Imagine talking about good versus bad players and just wasting a coin. Kills a 1-1. I know I have cannon, but it's still fine. I just kills a 1-1. Yeah, that's definitely a wasted coin.
Reporting for duty.
Frothing's really strong here. Cannon, Frothing. Trade our 1-1 off. Keep our other cards healthy. Go face, go face. I think we won. I don't think like value trading this was that huge for him because we had Zephyrs, but it mattered a lot of the time, I think. And I mean, that's just like a classic Mech Paladin here. If you can make your opponent's aggro deck, or like their, I don't even, is this like more of a tempo deck, I guess? It's not like a straight face aggro deck, but if you can make their tempo deck, not have any minions on board, you're going to be in a better spot than they would otherwise. With the damage we get with the Frothing effect, we win here. GG. I wonder if it's ever worth it to run 2 Frothings in this deck. Hey, Jack. Shaman. Come to the stream and go. 1, 2, 3. So is the 3/3 with taunt good enough? This is one that's good against Devolve. I feel like I have a lot of other cards that are better that I can get though. These two are definitely good on curve. But yeah, like that's just a lot better. I think if you keep Dread, you're not really trying to win, you're trying to like not lose, which isn't good. I don't swing until I see what he is. So very Pirate Warrior hand. Is this just Aggro Warrior? It's Reno Aggro Warrior, yeah. But basically it's Aggro Warrior, yeah. So we go just Raider full trade. It's really weird that he coins that. Would I ever like Curse Blade trade? Probably not. Against Murloc Shaman, Curse Blade is always just a good card. Even like turn 7 or 8 you can play it unless they have Murk-Eye, it's just strong. You were the lock. Good game, dude. Just play it out next time. Don't worry about conceding or anything. I'm happy to play viewers. Have no problem with it. Let's play Frothing. I probably get the 1 extra damage on him with the swing. Just because I have another weapon. I love scaling Frothing. It's fun. Blazing, okay. Neck Tyson. Damn, dog. Okay. I could swing there, play the Dread value trade. If I don't Captain, I play into the 1/2. It's just, I mean, this is better into Devolve too, though, is the thing. This is always going face, we don't have to talk about that. I think I like that more, because the AoE is not even good here for him, because all that it does is really makes it so my Frothing is way stronger, right? Like, what else does it really do? He plays the 2 mana deal 1 damage card. You know the 2/2, the super annoying one, like Unstable Portal on a stick. Then the only outcome is that my Frothing is just a lot bigger, which is just good for us. Murlocs, okay. Maybe it's the same Murloc guy from earlier. So this is 8, but it gives me 9 technically. I think I was 1 off with that because Reno Enrage gives me 8, but that's like 9. I control 11 the basic series here, and you think out loud made me realize that you're very bad at Hearthstone comparatively. Hey man, you know, don't sweat being bad at Hearthstone, it's a fucking video game, dude. Made to be played for fun. I'd hope that I'm good at it, because it's like the one thing that I've spent a fuck ton of time on now. Like, I was just looking at it. I had somebody resub to me for 33 months today. That's a long fucking time, dude, playing this. Like, I'm thousands of hours deep, so... that makes sense, right? I'm sure you're probably better than me at a lot of things, but... this is the one thing I'm actually kind of good at. If I'm keeping frothing, I don't want DB. I want to one-drop, so I'm going to mulligan like this. I think it's just better. Did you like the Jade Druid deck you played yesterday? Yes. I actually really like it. I want to play more of that, the Quest deck. I am thinking maybe Quest Mally might be the move, actually. I want to see how good that is. And mess with that a little bit. We might do that today. I don't really want to coin the Wasp and Rush. That doesn't seem good enough. But thank you, dude. I appreciate the compliment. But yeah, I wouldn't like put yourself down or anything. I mean, I think the nice thing about Hearthstone too is you can get pretty good at it just playing one deck. So you don't really need to commit too much time to learn everything. Because you can just like learn one deck really well and understand how your matchups work in that, and kind of get a good feel of the game based on that. Like for me, that deck would be like Pyro Warrior, for example, or like Aggro Druid or Combo Priest, where I've just put that much time into that one deck, so I understand almost everything about it in a given situation. So that's not a clear. I could Wasp and trade, and that's pretty big. He's overloaded for 2, then Eel's really good. I might want to like Wasp and then Cruel Task. If I go Coin Frothing trade, it's like pretty bad into the portal cards. So I think it's actually like Coin Captain and just trade into the 1/1. It's bad into portal as well, but then I can just Wasp it. Or I can like even Taskmaster it maybe. But he still trades and it has 1 health. So I think this is just the play. Trade portal? Okay. Maybe no portal, just totem or something, but it's still fine for us. Okay, totem. First mate's really broken. Like God tier here. I mean, if he crackles, we're not really mad. If he Jade Lightnings, we're not really mad, so I should just do this. My captain side, there's still reasons that I would want the Pirate alive. And I should trade there to get that down. Because I'm going to play first mate plus a 3-drop next turn every time. Okay. Wow. That's about as long as I've been fucking your mom. Okay, you got me, dude. You got me. You got me, man. I'd probably play the Wasp and trade the Wasp and just have a 4-2 and hold the Worgen. And play the first mate as well here. Just because it's 1-drop that does something. So he should be picking up gas pretty soon. And we're kind of running out of steam. Not 100% because we still have Reaper, but the Cursed Blade draw is really bad. I think if that was like anything 2 mana or above, even like any 1-drop would have been fine. It was just specifically Cursed Blade that was really bad because it's not very playable in these situations. Upgrade is really good. But I don't know if it's just Reaper and going this turn. I think I kind of like this in Cursed Blade and then just like float some mana here. Sometimes they do stupid stuff where they crackle your face here, and that's kind of ideal. Rank 5 Shamans do that sometimes, so we're looking for stuff like that to happen. Jade Spirit, even Jade Shaman is really interesting. And then Eel, okay. Mercenary, that's a rush card with that. It doesn't go face, I don't think, though. But I should still do it and then trade with one of them, I think. Maybe I don't even Taskmaster, maybe it's just like trade and copy it. So I trade 2, I guess I could just like full clear, right? Leave myself with a bunch of 1/1s. It's just like Portal or the 2/2 card that's so bad then, but I don't think I play around that. We're getting kind of a bad spot here. I just don't think it's Taskmaster face, it's just not the move. I need to get my face damage with the Reaper and have this board stick till next turn. This is like the last turn of fighting for board here. Dude, like really? Oh no, it had to be damaged, that was always the case, my bad. That's fine. I'm thinking I just do this too. Here, so I have like a 5-2, I think that's just strong. Yeah, you can't copy it unless it's damaged, so that's fine. 5-2, 3-1, 2-2, I didn't fuck up there, that's what was supposed to happen. Totem draw? Why would he totem first if he was gonna draw? The vault, that's fine. 1-drop 2/2s. Wow. Holy shit. Wow. That is an outcome. That is huge. Giant high roll. Play the cannon swing there. The trade isn't very good. If he has second evolve, I think he just has second evolve, right? Let's just go face. Jesus, that was probably the best devolve I've ever had happen to me. Ever. That is such a high roll. These are probably like the best 1-drop, one of the best 2-drops, in this case the best 2-drop, and another really good 2-drop. Like that is probably actually the hardest I've ever high rolled a devolve. That's insane. Face, 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 face. Okay, good stuff. Wow.